We've seen the new budget that Donald Trump wants. It would cut money for Meals on Wheels, and it would add money to pay for that Mexican wall that he insisted Mexico was going to pay for. If you've never heard of Meals on Wheels, it's a program that delivers meals to people at home who are either unable to buy or unable to prepare their own meals. The name is sort of used generically to refer to a lot of different home delivered meals programs, not all of which are officially Meals on Wheels, but this is one program which the government does fund. Donald Trump's budget blueprint for the next fiscal year indicates that he will eliminate the $3 billion community development block grant program, which pays for Meals on Wheels as well as other programs, and will be funding the U.S.-Mexican border wall, initially with $1.5 billion and then a subsequent $2.6 billion if his spending plans are approved for the 2018 budget year. Cutting meals to seniors, as well as cutting WIC, women with infant children. I mean, programs that, who could possibly be against these programs? Cutting funding to those programs to build a wall with Mexico that won't even do what Trump promises it will do, and that Trump said Mexico would pay for. Legal and heating aid for poor people, bye. National Endowment for the Arts, goodbye. The Environmental Protection Agency will also see its funding reduced, which makes sense because the guy running it doesn't even really think that it's an organization that should exist. And let me again remind you that aside from it being insane to cut these programs and adding funding for the wall, Trump is talking about $4.1 billion. The wall is going to cost, by some estimates, $22 billion. What is the $4 billion even going to do? It's not even going to fund a fraction of what it would cost to build this wall.
I mean, honestly, the remainder could go to adding to the national debt. I have run some other numbers because we're only scratching the surface here when it comes to the budget cuts.
Yeah.
So I took out my abacus and my protractor and everything else.
Please.
And I saw the EPA is getting cut 31%.
Yep.
State Department 29%. Agriculture 21%. And
Who needs
labor
that?
21%. But the Defense Department is getting a 9% raise.
Oh, how
so
nice.
Even though we are spending the most amount on defense compared to the next 9 countries combined,
Right.
apparently we need more.
Oh, absolutely. We always need more. Got to have a strong military. We're going to win, and we're going to, other people will lose and all that stuff. When this is formally released, it's time to call your representatives. If you vote for this budget, if you use my tax money for the wall, I will vote you out. I would like to believe, okay, that even the most committed Trumpist believes that we should fund WIC, women with infant children, funding for women with women with infant children, as the name says, that we should fund Meals on Wheels. I don't know if I will be vindicated. My faith in humanity, Pat, makes me believe that all Trumpists would say, let's not cut those programs. But some probably would want to cut those programs, right?
Perhaps. I mean, I think a majority of Republicans support keeping the federal funding for Planned Parenthood. So maybe programs like this they would be in support of too. It's generally not the people on the ground, but rather the representatives and in this case, the president.
That's why you have to make your feelings known to your representatives. There have to be electoral repercussions for Trump if he passes a health insurance plan that spikes premium costs for seniors up to 5 times. If Trump cancels Meals on Wheels, again, mostly for seniors, if Trump defunds WIC, there have to be repercussions for this. And I'm sad to, I guess, have to admit the probable reality that some people will never hear about this. Some people will and won't care. And some people will and will find a way to blame Obama or Democrats. It is a sad time, folks. It is very, very sad. To call the car buying process stressful is an understatement for many people that I know. And today's sponsor, myhopscotch.com, actually helps you buy a car, but removes many of those anxiety-producing aspects of it. They will find the right car for you. They will negotiate the price, the trade-in, financing, even warranties if you want, so that you don't have to. And if you're not thrilled with their services, you have a money-back guarantee from myhopscotch.com. Check it out and save 10% off using the promo code DAVID at myhopscotch.com. Try it. You'll not want to buy a car without them because it will be such a better experience. Get rid of the anxiety-inducing nonsense of buying a car. myhopscotch.com, promo code David.